Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I've got another Klein Milwaukee comparison, and that is with these near identical 27-in-1 screwdriver sets. Now, the 27-in-1 on the Milwaukee, I've got the electronics one that does have the bits for an iPhone, and the 27-in-1 I've got here is in the Klein. This has the tamper-proof security bit set. Now, the number on the Milwaukee here is the 48222934. The number on this Klein is the 32328. There is also a 32327, which is the electronics version that does contain the screw or the screw heads fasteners for the iPhones in terms of the Penelope, as well as a few other changes. But overall, almost identical in size. Price, they're both on sale for $20, 19 and change actually. They both contain a Bit Carousel in the back. The Klein you just pull up like that. The Milwaukee you can unscrew and remove. They both have spinning tail caps, very smooth there. The Bit Carousels, what do you have? You've got 6 bits. They're double-sided, times 2. So you got 6 times 2 is 12, times 2 is 24, 25, 26 because it comes with one in the chamber, and then 27 because you've got essentially a 3mm driver, or 3.5mm driver. Yes, 3.5mm. They are all 3.5s. So let's look at a few of the differences, since there are so many things that are the same. Bit quality is probably very similar. The feel in the hand, the spinning, that's very similar. I prefer the Klein just because you've got the continuous rubber overmold there, whereas the Milwaukee's got a few places where they've logoed it or billboarded it. Overall, the height, they are near identical. The Milwaukee's just a touch taller. As far as the real difference that I think maybe might help you decide, they are both made overseas in different locations though, but and that has to do with how the bits are held. The Klein is noticeably stronger than the Milwaukee, and the Milwaukee uses, I mean, they're both using kind of, it seems like a retention clip in there, but the Milwaukee's is really weak, and then a neodymium magnet at the far end. So what happens is if you've got a larger flat surface, like with the Milwaukee here, and you slide that in, you've got a little bit better grip, but it's still awfully weak. The Klein, on the other hand, has both the magnet down in there, but also it has a better grabbing mechanism using a kind of a retention ring, so you can feel some friction when you're going in. Like right here, you know, there's friction at this point until you're all the way in, and then this one, you know, you can see it just drops right in. So I think the Klein beats it on the bit retention. As far as the selection of bits, well, you can kind of customize that yourself too, you know, with the Klein by choosing which set you want. They are identical. They are interchangeable. I can take a Milwaukee here, and I will take a Klein here, drop this in. So there is the Klein going right into the Milwaukee, and of course the Milwaukee, drop that, going right into the Klein. They are marked a little bit differently. The Milwaukee has kind of a black laser etch, whereas the Klein is stamped in there. As far as the bit lengths, they seem the same. If anything, the Milwaukee might be a hair longer. Not really noticeable. But anyway, for a $20 screwdriver, a precision screwdriver, if you want to have one screwdriver that's got potentially all of the bits you might need, including a number 2 Phillips. Can you believe that? Check that out, Phillips number 2. It's awfully small though, but yeah, that's what it is. Now Milwaukee, I think, could have done one more step here. If you notice this bump on the top, that's just got, it's a retention post with a little C-ring on the top there. They could have had a magnet on that, just in case they wanted it to stand. Where did that idea come from? Well, CountyCom has got on their, well, I'll get to the screwdriver, but anyway, they put a magnet on it. So you can see I could stick it to different things if there was a surface and it would stay. So if you're going to bother having the entire bit carousel come out, you know, maybe do something else or have this pop out and sit to the side, because you lose that spinning cap when you remove the bit carousel. Klein, of course, just pops free. But anyway, there they are. Which one? They're both good. If you like Klein, great. If you like Milwaukee, great. And then the Klein does have two options. If you want the electronics one or the security bit one. And then the Milwaukee just seems to come in the one flavor. As far as the bits up front, there is a little bit of rattle in both of them. Nothing to write home about, but it's definitely noticeable. It isn't high precision, but it would take an even tighter fit if that was literally something that you wanted to be solid. I'll go ahead and mention it. This is a little parts tray I've got. I'll put a link if you're interested. These are about $10. This little G-Lock Perfection parts tray. And here's a little fun one. These are great. If you don't know what it is, well, see if somebody wants to answer that in the comments. Otherwise, eventually I'll get to it, but I love them. And with that, Doc out.